as someone who works primarily with signed languages, I do encounter misconceptions on a regular basis, so I want to share just a couple of them here. So one idea that many people share is that that sign language is universal, or that there's only one sign language all around the world, and that's not true. We don't actually know how many sign languages there are, because sign languages historically haven't been that studied. But we do know that there are many of them, and that they are, many of them are mutually totally unintelligible. Some of them are partially mutually intelligible, the same way that is true of spoken languages. Another myth is that signed languages are sort of the product of a translation from a spoken language. So people often think like, oh, ASL is basically English but transformed onto the hands. Or people think, oh, Nepali Sign Language is spoken Nepali but on the hands. Certainly there's language contact between spoken and signed languages, but signed languages have their own independent grammar. They're not dependent in any way on the spoken or the written language that they are often associated with because of where they're used. And in fact, the grammatical differences are often really striking. So for example, in English, we use pronouns like she and her and I and me to distinguish between subjects and objects. In ASL, we would actually use space to do that. So you can see already that's not based on English in any way.